because if I say any more, it's going to be on the mixtape of when I got here, and then there's going to be
fair enough. Okay,
there will be chubbies and pageantry.
How much trouble is Jack going to be in for sitting in the office talking with me while you were on the air?
Steve, how you going to do the boy like that? How are you going to do him like that?
Yeah. It's like, dude, he knows the rules. When our voices are on the microphone, his butt's in the chair.
You are right front and center in that desk.
Yeah,
cutting and chopping and pasting.
Jack is a hefty lad, and I mean, I know you're a strong guy. I saw the flex on streams yesterday.
You like that?
Yeah, it was like, damn, who's that man?
That's right.
But I mean, you probably should have stretched before you threw that big body under the bus like that. Because poor Jack now is just.
Jack actually, I didn't ask him because I didn't know if it was just what he was wearing today or what, but it's a little weight. I was like, Jack, and we joke. I mean, Jack's not like, it's not like hey man, you got a real problem here. But like, but he looked like he lost a little weight. I was like, look good, man. I didn't say nothing to him though, because like I don't know. I'm weird about saying stuff like that to people because, you don't know sometimes. So sometimes you'll be like, oh man, you're losing a lot of weight, and they're like, well, yeah, I've got this or that, and you're like, oh.
Or something's going on in their life.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like they have a disease, or they have well, my wife left me, and I haven't ate in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, sorry.
Depression.
So,
it's a hell of a diet.
Hey, congrats. I don't know. So there's that. But anyways, so a lot of good stuff, man. Did I look good in that picture? I look good in that picture.
You did look good, man. You did.
The one knee football picture. Oh, that's Gladiator.
That was my junior year.
That's Gladiator, Steve.
So imagine what I looked like when I took a cycle of steroids that summer, my senior year.
Somewhere between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
I look Test and D-ball, stacked them.
Listen, I'm not familiar with it, but it sounds
you
aggressive.
Shoot one up, you take the other orally.
Don't tell me that.
I got to put that one on the mix.
Don't teach our kids about any of that right now. Nicky Valvano in the booth. How's it going, Nicky?
All jokes aside, I couldn't lose weight during basketball season.
Steve, stop justifying something you shouldn't have been doing on this. This is a wholesome show.
Fair enough.
So, Steve, what's going on? I said, Steve Valvano. How's it going?
Yeah. So, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty okay. The exact opposite of all that. I put a donut in the fridge yesterday.
Did you?
It was a leftover donut. No one ate it, and I was like, I can't. The fat kid in me can't throw this away. So I put it in the fridge, and it was a cruller. It was like cream filled. Put that on the mixtape, I guess. I don't know, but it got all chilled and coagulated.
Ooh.
So knocking that back with a nice crisp apple focus.
The apple focus
breakfast of champions. Probably
no coffee with it.
No, I didn't go with coffee today. Mostly because I just wanted something cold, and also because I was at breakneck speed trying to get the Bozich interview cut. So
hey, Charles,
I didn't have 30 seconds to wait for the coffee to get brewed. That's how late I was.
Could we do a show, Charles? You've been in here 5 times.
Yeah, seriously, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, what do you?
And he didn't show up for the gas bags game. Now Steve didn't either, but he's a parent and he's got tenure. So what in the? Oh, now you got something to say. Now you got something to say. All right, give him a tug, young.
He's growing up, y'all.
Is he still getting on the?
He's growing up.
Okay, I'm running in and out of here.
Okay.
Because a certain man behind the microphone in this room,
is
having me search for things for him.
Okay.
So it's for him.
Okay.
That's for him. You guys need anything?
No, just crawl in. We just don't want to see your face. It's not that we care that you're in here. Just don't want to actually look at you.
Steve,
what?
We finally got him to get on the microphone over here, and you're being completely mean to him.
He's an ugly guy. What do you want me to say?
Okay.
Do you want me to tell him he's a good-looking guy?
Give out your Twitter right now.
What a great! I don't have my phone. Too late.
Give out your Twitter.
You don't know your
handle.
Twitter?
Give it out. C Monty 2000.
Y'all go look at him.
C Monty 2000.
Tell me if you think he's a good-looking guy.
Into the microphone, novel concept.
I'm speaking into it.
Well, then put a little bass in the voice.
Yeah, put some. Come on, West Virginia.
Say it with your chest.
He's my favorite intern of all
obviously,
time.
Yeah, right. Obviously,
you really are, man. I
would not be making these jokes if he didn't really. Like
I would go to the university and try to fight for you a scholarship if you would stay here. That's how much I want you here.
You would go to U of L for me to do that?
I would.
They don't have a journalism program.
Apparently.
We could start one.
No.
First text says I'd do it.
You know what?
First text says I would do it.
Listen, well, make sure you follow him.
He's actually a tremendous looking guy.
Listen,
that's what's funny about it.
What you just said is going to be the perfect transition, Steve.
Yeah.
He was the answer to all our prayers.
Thanks, Charles. We're done with you.
No journalism school at the University of Louisville. Huh. Well, go figure. Maybe that would be the reason that the local journalism, I have to spend my morning critiquing the local journalism.
Okay.
Just saying, the Rummage School of Broadcasting.
Listen.
And the Mabin School of Journalism. We can make it happen.
Listen.
Is it peyote if we ask people to give us money for this? Payola.
Listen,
I was like,
we got Phil Jackson running the mic in here.
I was like, I had a buddy took that once.
Call me the Zen Master. For a reason.
Okay. Journalism transition. And no, it would not be payola for us to start asking for funding for a non-profit organization.
Yeah, but I want to get my beak wet, so
yeah, quote unquote.
As I said,
we'll have a company card.
Okay, cool. There we go. we'll rack that thing up.
We'll have the 70-30 split. We'll abide by all the laws.
How did 14 taco 20 packs help build the university next?
No, because we party.
Okay, so let me ask you, because everybody at this point knows the article. I think the Rick Bozich article that come out.
Yes.
Let me ask you, because I'm curious. Does the article does the way the article was written bother you more?
Yes.
Or does the contents of the Purvis Ellison bother you more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yes to either one of them.
Okay.
100%. The content or lack thereof bothers me.
Okay.
Again, I did not see, I was looking for two lines as I was reading the article, and I saw, you can tell where the article's going. You could tell how it starts with Hubert Davis reached out to Purvis, and Hubert Davis were in the league together for probably 15 to 16 years together, I could see the leading nature of the article from the beginning, right?
Right.
But you prepare yourself for two things in the article. If you're Marcus Mabin or a local, person who's familiar with the story.
Yeah.
You wait for Coach Mac's comment or the phrase or the line, Coach Mac could not be reached for comment. Because this is local journalism.
Yeah.
A conversation like that, somebody's available for comment.
Okay.
An athletic director, a sports information director, a Daryl Griffith, who is an ambassador to the university. There is somebody available from the other alternate perspective of this conversation about the relationship between a former player with a retired jersey and the University of Louisville. I was waiting for the rebuttal part of the story because that is the number one. When you're writing something, every job interview. Okay, well, what are some of your weaknesses? Every article, you have to give the counterpoint to the article for it to be legit.
I would agree with that.
There was not one throughout the entire thing. The other counterpoint that I expected to see at some point was, but he did seem to vouch for the University of Louisville when Fresh Kimball was asked why Louisville. I talked to Purvis about Louisville. This was a article written.
Sure.
So much so that the Louisville fans were so relieved as a Army, were so relieved when you heard Fresh Kimball refer to Purvis Ellison, and he said, no, Louisville's a great plot. And
because that was coming right off the heels of Lance Ware.
Yes.
Who it felt like the opposite happened.
Yes.
And I'm saying felt like because there's no clear.
Right. So Louisville fans have always been wondering, why why doesn't he love us?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm phrasing that in a dramatic way. But from the time I arrived on campus, there has always been a, you know, hey, spread your wings and you'll come back home eventually. You know, to when it came to Purvis Ellison conversation, you know, a couple times you hear, man, we're having a 86 reunion event. You think Purvis gonna make it? You know, oh yeah, it's cool. He's gonna be here. Purvis gonna make it. You would hear that every time. That would be the scuttlebutt. Yeah. Right. So this is a long-standing, hey, you know, like Purvis is the guy who usually is not available. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At the events. This isn't something known. This doesn't even bring out emotion, because this part of the conversation is factual. We talked about his first big appearance was the game.
Last game of Freedom Hall. Huge news that he showed up.
Right. So if you don't include things like that in the article, then I have to explain to intern Charles from West Virginia or transplant community member, which makes up a huge audience. If they don't have any context to any of this stuff, first glance or undetailed guy says, man, Louisville, they don't even mess with that. You know, a guy with retired jersey. Yeah. And then you throw in to further drive your point home, you throw in comments about Butch Beard and his feelings on Wes Unseld not getting the proper respect, you know?
Sure.
Without including or it's not even okay. That's a separate conversation altogether.
Right.
I think you did a disservice on how much Louisville tried to rectify that situation immediately with a new Coach Mack, a new Neely Bendapudi as president, a new, you know, yes, you can know your history and not be as connected emotionally to the history as a Butch Beard is with Wes Unseld. If there was another guy, there was another guy who all of a sudden was getting honored, and he was a Wes Unseld era guy, you know, okay, I can get the spark and emotion there, but there wasn't. You know, this is you felt this way, and people feel, you know, there's plenty of people say Wes Unseld deserves a statue or deserves more credit. We can talk about that. We can negotiate that.
Absolutely. I might even agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
But is this something like you get this done, you agree to do this within 3 years, or I'm disassociating? Like, okay, like we're gonna have to talk about this. We're gonna have to board member it. We're gonna have to, get the wheels in motion on this thing. Right now, we got the Coach Crum, we got the dormitory going on here. We got projects. We got COVID going on right now. Like, we can bring this to the table, but it's like, you know, hey, this is something we were unaware of. That
I totally agree.
That this was a thing, you know. So all those nuances of this conversation are important to include, because the article came off as a low-hanging fruit attack on recruiting, you know, a sideways sneak attack on Coach Mack's recruiting.
Well, and the reason why I say that is even getting Louisville's side, it didn't bother me as bad. You know, I listened to Drew this morning and stuff. I kind of know. I think in this city we know, and I like Mr. Bozich, but I mean, I go to games. I know who your friends are. You know, I know you're close with who you're close with. Okay, cool. Like, that's fine. I didn't like that you wrapped the present in the gift wrapping of COVID, and was like, okay, this article is
say in the beginning
his bout with the COVID variant. Then you dumped all this crap on me, and then you were like, oh yeah, and then, you know, I mean, it was bad, but, you know, he got better. Well, that's okay. Well, then that should be a story, because actually, I mean, that's a terrifying thing for somebody his age
unto itself. Yeah.
And I mean, this is a guy who got a vaccination and got the variant and was in the hospital, you know, hospitalized. Like, that's a serious story. I mean, like, okay, so wait a minute. So am I glad he's okay, or am I supposed to be pissed off? Like, okay, so what was you trying to get here? Am I supposed to be happy that Purvis Ellison is okay, or am I supposed to be pissed off? Like,
that like,
or was you trying to put a sympathetic
tag like on the character,
and then which let me say this,
pull at the emotional strings
before I get into the nuts and bolts of it, some of it too. Let me say this. Texter said this. I think this is going to have a reverse effect. And I'm sorry, Texter, the one that said it, but that we're getting so many texts right now. I think this rallies the fan base around Chris Mack. I think things like this help strengthen that relationship because Louisville is we are a fan base that well, go ahead.
Can I pause?
Okay.
Because you were making such a great point that I wanted to interject.
Okay.
You say rally the fan base, right?
Right.
And you were going to make a point on why it rallies the fan base. The moment you said that, I thought maybe it rallies the players more than the fan base.
It's a good point.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Because, I said it, a few minutes ago. I have the email. I have the series of emails. We're going to meet up for drinks. We're going to strategize on how to make the entire alumni basketball base feel comfortable.
Sure.
Say 50 people come to this cocktail drinks hour. You know what I'm saying? You probably saw a little video of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody had a blast. I had a blast. That was a strategy meeting.
Yeah.
We got our book bags and we got some swag.
Nice stuff too.
Yeah, it was awesome. But that was one of those fill out. Look, okay, let's say the 50 guys that came, right?
Right.
They were kind of I'm going to be part of the program no matter what. I'm going to work. I'm going to proactively do what I can to be a part of this program.
Yeah.
Right. The next event is, hey, make sure you let everybody know if you came to our little cocktails event, right? It's legit. Like this is not a what's the word I'm thinking of? This is not a photo op.
Oh, okay,
yeah. It's not a photo op, but we do want to enjoy. We do want to take some pictures and videos because you guys are the program. We want to be able to do this all the time.
It's important the fans know this stuff's going on. Like, that's not a that's part of running the business.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was important. Okay, so next event, there's a photo op, and we're gonna open the practice to all y'all. We're gonna have some open run. Nothing gets the kids jacked like being in front of the elders, playing some basketball, right? So now, again, I saw players go through the transformation of I'm not even gonna try to get tickets from Rick. I'm not even going to try to even contact
Which was
him.
fair.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were fair.
I literally watched people who were kind of on the fence. I want to come, but I don't feel welcome.
And I'm saying it was fair on their end to feel that way.
Yes.
Because you could argue that the way things went down, whatever, that's
you inject Rick Pitino with sodium pentothal, and he says, I probably could have did better with the relationship of former players.
Yeah, but I was a little on edge.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, at the beginning, sure.
Right.
But I just wanted to clear that up. Okay. I meant from the players side.
The transformation of alumni, former players. Yeah. I mean, even back when Marvin Mitchell, and they started saying we can retroactively we have a program of money set aside to get former players to grad. They did a damn good job of saying, Marcus, you are coming back to finish. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
Hey, this is listen, they called car warranty. Marcus, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? My accident, I'm still not ready.
Yeah.
Marcus, it's time.
Price saved your life.
Yeah, it did, 100%.
It was bigger than a degree.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sure,
No. There's that.
Yeah.
Nate Johnson. I graduated with DeJuan Wheat. You know what I'm saying? Like he's, years ahead of me. But for me,
I remember the press conference. Right?
For me to be able to say, DeJuan, Tony, they're serious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now DeJuan's graduating. Now Tony's graduating. Somebody else calls. Hey, man, they serious about that little, finishing your degree. Tobiah, hey, man, it's legit.
Yeah.
So I literally watched dudes I played with, dudes before me.
Yeah.
I watched the spreading and the reaching back out, and like I said, the Coach Mac thing. I saw the self-esteem of the ex-players right.
Yeah.
So you can get back to the rallying of you can go back to the rallying of the fan.
Yeah.
But I'll still leave it at the rallying of the of the player.
Well, I think that's a good way to do it too, because we keep it. That's our perspectives. I mean, I get to meet some of, I'm blessed to be able to meet the people I meet through you, but I mean, that's a perspective you have with the players. And again, and like this text here, this is one thing I don't like about it. And then I'll get back into the fans, but the texter, you're right. I'm not coming at you on this. It says, can we discuss why all of a sudden in the past year, it's become a thing to do for older players to come out and publicly bash the school? Now I understand where that, and the texture goes on and says more. And like I said, it's a good text. I understand what they're saying, but that's what I hate, because I do think that it becomes the former players, when in reality, I think there's about 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not here to talk about them. Why they do what they do. But
if you did this, what kind of beef with former players who are not involved currently in basketball?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
kind of.
Okay. There's let's say out of all the former Louisville basketball players,
yeah,
let's say 10 of them are in college coaching or recruiting.
Uh-huh.
Now, that's a select group, a smaller group. And then if you say out of that group, let's say 3 out of 10 of them are disgruntled. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, and we're talking about competing, not allegiances, but
I mean, I know what you're saying.
God, I can't think of the word. Okay, if you have a different motivation from the university, you have
ideologies. Like, I guess not really. That would be
just
different.
Talk agenda. No, that's not it.
A different agenda.
Yeah, competing agendas, but there's another word that we always use.
I'm not exactly
no. When you have to say
walking thesaurus over here,
a disclaimer that hey, okay, if stop now.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm ruining this show right now.
Okay,
and I'm doing it voluntarily. Okay, if you and I are in business, or we're both in business, right? But I know somebody, or I got an inside man, and you don't. I have to volunteer that information because I have a conflict of interest.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Texter says conflict of interest.
Okay. Yeah. Conflict. Yeah. So the disgruntled people, usually have a conflict of interest.
Sure.
So I need. Listen, I want to be a coach, right?
Yeah.
I want to be a coach in this program, or I want this program to recruit my kids.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it benefits me to put pressure on the relationship, to almost manufacture a forced reaching out to, what I'm saying? Listen, make no mistake about it. Having Louisville recruiting any of your kids is a badge of honor.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if it benefits, and I'm not saying this is what's going on, not at all, but I'm saying hypothetically, it would benefit Purvis Ellison, who's running his AAU program, to have 5 kids that are being recruited by the University of Louisville.
Well, and that's another side of the story too, because by all accounts, Louisville has Zoomed DJ Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and look, DJ Wagner's not coming to Louisville. Chris Mack knows that. I know that.
How do you know that, Steve?
Everybody around here knows that.
How do you know that, Steve?
But there was still contact made. That's the other part of the article. The article that I'm kind of like, Louisville has reached out. Like, it's not like they've not, and it's just kind of like just being glossed over. Like, oh, Louisville's not even messing with them. That's just not true. So it's like,
Yeah. So the problem is, you don't want to leave things to insinuations.
Yeah.
Because that's just terrible.
Yeah. And it's like, and then you got, and then of course, you see the Kentucky Twitter is like, oh man, like, they're not even recruiting them, and it's like, well, no, it's not true. This is simply not true.
The amount of, put it this way, the amount of resources that you should expend on little Wagner.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't, as a recruiting advisor, I wouldn't advise you spend a huge chunk of your recruiting resources on little Wagner. Not because he's not an awesome player.
Oh no, he is.
But yeah, just the things you're fighting a lot more wars.
Well, I mean, right off the top, I mean, with the way things are, I mean, what's the chances he plays college basketball?
30%.
And 2023, maybe able to go to the league.
He can already go G League.
Yeah.
Or overtime, which got didn't a 5-star sign with them today?
Yeah. Oh, I you know what? I glossed over that. But
yeah,
I did see something about that. Yeah. That so I mean, yeah, it's like, okay. I mean, so
now it goes down to 18 to 20%.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, at that point, okay, whatever. So
Jalen Lewis. There we go.
Yeah. Jalen Lewis. I did see that. So yeah, there was so that part of it's another thing too. But back to my other point. I think things like this. What?
Steve, I just laughed in the middle of nowhere. You want to know why I laughed in the middle of nowhere?
What was it?
Because we're talking about all the challenges and the hurdles, right? You realize that's a Nike program?
Oh yeah, I mean, I wasn't even going to do that.
Yeah,
but yes,
it's all Nike program. Steve. Michael Avenatti just got 2.5 years because he was going to expose the cheating that Nike has been doing for the last 10 years. He had all the information. They raided his office, handcuffed him, threw him in jail. He had the goods on the president of the United States, and he was a good lawyer for Stormy Daniels. He messed with Nike, and he got 2.5 years, people. You still think I'm crazy?
Listen to what Dan Wetzel tweeted about that too yesterday. Wetzel said, lawyer Michael Avenatti to get 30 months in case involving the extortion of Nike in grassroots basketball case. Judge can't understand how fellow attorney Mark Garagos wasn't charged. Same confusion. This is the judge, right? Mm-hmm. Same confusion on how Nike somehow skated through all of this while Adidas execs were convicted.
I mean, this stuff is real, people. I mean, this is real.
That's what a judge was like. Wait a minute. The judge was like, how the hell did Nike not in schools, but how did Nike get through this whole thing and never once get like charged? Like, what happened here, man?
I want to know what shoes that judge was wearing.
Yeah, right.
Pull up them robes.
Easy.
Got here.
Oh man, that's
but funny. You get the point.
Yeah,
you get the point. You're just an uphill battle.
Yeah. So, point being, yes. I mean,
okay, Rally. I want you to pull the full dismount on your fans rally on this one.
Yeah. So, anyways, there was that part of it too.
Oh, okay. So that was pretty much the point you were making.
Well, no.
Okay,
well, on that. But again, that's why I said I went to the will he even play college? Because obviously there's that part of it too on why I'm not expending a lot of time.
Okay,
yeah.
I want to know how much energy, because I have an opinion on this. This is a big conversation in the recruiting world for the attacks on Chris Mack.
Okay.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 DeVille.
There's nothing more important than a child's health. That's why Body Armor Sports Drink is proud to partner with Walmart and Children's Miracle Network hospitals, raising funds for 156 children's hospitals across the U.S. Children's hospitals are on the front lines when it comes to protecting the health of our future generations, but they are not alone. Please join Body Armor Sports Drink to support the cause. Together, when we change kids' health, we change the future. Go to childrensmiraclenetworkhospitals.org to donate and learn more. That's childrensmiraclenetworkhospitals.org.
Ready for a job that gets you more? UPS is hiring now. As a warehouse worker, you'll be part of an industry-leading team that's moving the world forward. You'll earn up to $18.50 per hour, and you might even be eligible for a program that helps you with thousands of dollars for college and $325 per month toward expenses. Enjoy an active job with big-time growth opportunities at UPS. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/Louisville. That's upsjobs.com/Louisville.
We depend on the internet for so much these days, but not all Kentuckians have access to reliable broadband service. That's why Kentucky Farm Bureau joined the American Connection Project, and we now provide free Wi-Fi access from the parking lots of nearly 200 KFB locations across the state. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau does more than just insure homes and autos. We help ensure that more Kentuckians stay connected. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo at remax.net.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, your home for the Diener Show, 7 to 10 a.m.
This expansion is for 12 on here rather than 8. The thing that I wonder then at that point, though, what becomes of the regular season?
Middays with Marcus Maben, 10 to noon.
This is a year Louisville basketball is looking to make a run.
And afternoons with Mark Ennis on The Drive.
The schools are going to be super conservative at first, but then eventually everyone's going to play ball here together.
This is 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Nicely worked to the top of the area. Brian Ownby with a chance to pick out a goal, and he scores!
Hey, it's Jeff Greer. Lou City is back in action tomorrow as the boys in purple hit the road once again to take on FC Tulsa. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 7:45 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast at 8 p.m. It's all right here on ESPN 680, 105.7, 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. There are some facts that we have to acknowledge when having this conversation. Number one, you are not allowed to publicly say something like, we don't recruit that kid because we don't have a shot at getting him.
Right.
Not allowed to say that at Louisville. You're not allowed to say, hey, underneath the cloud, that's even one more strike against you getting a kid like that.
Okay.
You are not allowed to say these things because they bite at the self-esteem of the fan and the supporter. You feel like you have the confidence and the history to be on par with anybody. And I acknowledge you have to operate like that. But in a quiet moment, you also have to acknowledge that if efficiency and long-term success is what's important to you, taking flyers on extremely high risk recruits,
right,
is not the smart play.
Yeah.
Right. But I understand that puts Coach Mack in a position to have to almost voluntarily take the bullet from the fan base and double down on his team's success.
Well, I don't think he's going to take a bullet for this one.
Mm-hmm. No, the willingness.
Oh,
willingness.
Okay. I was going to say, because I think that stuff like this actually, now maybe not the vocal Twitter, but like we remember that you then remember you're like, well, that thing had 70 responses of people mad. Okay, well, I'm just saying, not this situation, but anything. That's 70 people. That's what I say. That's why I was like blown away.
Yeah.
When I moved in over there, I was like, it's all Louisville fans. You're like, this is awesome.
I forgot how many happy regular Louisville fans.
Yeah. So I think that majority, when it comes from this, every time one of these come out, you rally more. Give me 1 second. Thank you, DFH. But I'm on fire, so we had to turn that back down. I love having that thing. I think that things like this rally the fans around the coach 100%. And I think that you'll see that.
Yeah, because like
this is almost, as odd as it sounds, it's almost like kind of what the doctor ordered. With coming off of last season, the way it happened, I know some people were kind of like, what are we doing? You missed the tournament, kind of like there's some unrest here, fans weren't able to go there and show their support or displeasure, whatever, it was. Even though I don't think fans were displeased with the season last year until we missed the tournament. Then we were upset, because throughout the season.
You know what I still think, though, when you say something like that, Steve?
Yeah.
I think that's more of a phrase than a feeling. I think the phrase, we didn't make the tournament, is a phrase, but I think the feeling is, we got screwed out of that tournament.
I think a lot of fans feel that way, but
that's another thing. You're not allowed to do that. You're not even allowed to say that.
I know.
Yep. You just, that's a no excuse. The recruiting is a no excuse. Business. You can't use cloud. You can't use anything in the recruiting thing or the tournament thing.
Yeah.
So that's and again, I want to ask you, does this situation strike at the confidence of, does it change your perception of Coach Mack's recruiting ability when you read a story like this?
No. What do you mean? No, I don't.
Yeah,
think
right.
So. Yeah.
Does it sound like, does it make him sound to me, the article felt like it was trying to make him look incompetent on the recruiting trail.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I don't think people feel that way. Listen, I think I can understand. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand when some people may say, well, with Coach Satterfield, they're like, well, I feel like we could get this guy and he likes this guy more. Okay, fair enough. I may not agree with it. But I'm like, I can see that with Coach Mack. I don't think it's the case at all. I mean, I don't think people are displeased with what he's brought in any year. I mean, have you felt any year?
The unsatisfiable are the vocal majority. The vocal minority, the unsatisfiable.
Okay, but I think that over the last year has shown its head. I think people have really been awakened to that in general, just with our whole world in general, with last year, with COVID, with the election, with everything, that there are 2% on each side that you almost don't count.
But they're the loudest.
But they're the loudest. Yeah. You know, the 2% on each side are the loudest. You're going to have the 2%, and God forbid, I mean, I know poor Nikki V probably got a ton of it, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're going to get the 2% on each side that's going to say, okay, this thing's a hoax. It was nothing.
Right.
You're all crazy. You're psycho. And then you're going to have another 2% that's going to be like,
get in the house, stay inside.
All going to die.
Tomorrow.
Every one of you are going to die. This is it.
Right.
So go say your goodbyes.
You're actually already dead.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right.
And the election was the same way this year. It was very much, two sides were like, this is God in the flesh, and the other two was
and here's the thing.
Yeah,
it's a great example because this is not it doesn't apply anymore when you say the Crum era guys and the Patino era guys, or the Mac era guys,
because the Patino era guys should actually, if anybody right now could be pissed off. In my opinion, it's the Patino era guys at this point, right? Because Patino was dumped on his head. I mean, if anybody's going to be pissed at Louisville at this point, and those guys aren't.
But see that, right? Okay, they're not. But here's the thing: they were never excommunicated, or they never felt excommunicated.
Right, and I agree with that.
So they got the benefit of a good transition.
100%. I agree.
I'm mad about the way. Okay. Crum era guys, back when that was a thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not a thing anymore. So this article doesn't drive the same emotion, you know what I'm saying? Right now on my phone, Tick Rogers, you know what I'm saying? We've all been invited back. Just confirm it, like I'm glad. What's up, Tick? We gotta hang out sometime, man.
Yeah.
But you get my point. Like, there
absolutely.
is no divide between Crum era guys and Rick Pitino era guys.
No, I don't think
because
so, right?
they've all been invited back openly. Again, maybe Montrez is angry or saying something like that. But
I just saw Tony last night put a picture out of him and Russ. Tony Williams put a picture of him and Russ did an event together.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you get my point.
Yeah.
Like while this used to be a polarizing thing, and look. Rick, I'm not doing this to you, but you're going to get my point. The traditional establishment does not like the overwhelming majority pulling in one direction.
Sure.
Because you can't rally up a side.
No.
I agree with that. For the last 15, 20 years, you've been able to say, Crum era guys don't think Coach Pitino's doing his job. And, if I don't have any content today, I go get one quote from a Crum era guy. Now I got a war between the Crum era guys and the Rick Pitino era guys.
Yeah.
Rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
Let me find a Rick Pitino guy who doesn't know anything about the Crum era guys.
Absolutely.
Griff, I didn't even know who he was until so and so and so. Ooh. Let me write an article about how Edgar Sosa didn't know anything about who Daryl Griffith was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. These young punks don't have any respect for it. We get everybody riled up. No, it's not that now.
Right.
Crum era guys are aware of what was going on. They've already had plenty of time to voice their opinion.
Sure.
Rick Pitino guys. Luke Hancock said it. I don't know if he called in that day or he said it. He said, I had no idea.
Yeah. He said it on the air.
He said it on it.
Yeah.
Said,
that I had no idea
Marcus,
that there was a issue.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
That there was even, a group that didn't feel welcome here.
Sure.
And you say, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke.
Well, it's what we did this morning. Intern Charles walked in and Charles said, hey guys, this article, man. And Charles, now y'all remember Charles, live around here. So I was like, know the background. He said, and it was funny the way we looked at him. He knew something.
Cody.
He was like, something I said was, because he come in and he said, do you think that Mac maybe not recruiting them maybe means that he's not going to be here very long? And we both looked at him like, oh Charles. And he immediately goes, that was stupid, wasn't it? And we're like, well,
he's such a good
right.
And
we were like, no,
he's like a puppy.
Well, we actually told him
his reaction was perfect. He was targeted in this article. Somebody unfamiliar with any nuances of the relationship. That's the mind that was targeted. So he's the independent mind who doesn't know, what I think about these robberies and what do I think about, I don't know the details, but I'm seeing people talk about Mac and I'm seeing anything. If you don't know any program details, you just read that article and it's like, oh, so that's why they're losing.
Yeah.
So that's synthesized that. Oh, there's different ways to analyze things. There's analysis.
Yes.
So he synthesized just by looking at it, not through red or
right.
blue, whatever,
he's in the process of forming his opinions about local sports teams. So imagine if you just saw, that article and said, he doesn't even look, he has an alumni and he doesn't know to call his alumni. And Hubert Davis, he doesn't know Hubert Davis and Purvis been in the league together for 15 years and Orlando Antigua and Kenny Payne and Milt Wagner and all those guys have traveled in the same, general circles. They all played, they're all in the same circles for 30, 40 years. Coach Mac is in Indianapolis and he's in Canada. He better be in Canada. Well, let me get to the phone lines. Cody, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Guys, so to me, this shouldn't even really be much of a story. I mean, the thing is, if Purvis doesn't want to be around and doesn't come to games, doesn't come to Louisville Live, I'd never see him in the city. Then why should Coach Mac make all these efforts to bring him here? I mean, in his press conference, he was gushing about how much he was one of his favorite players growing up to watch here. And it's at some point, it's look, if you don't want to be around, then we're just not going to reach out to you too much, man. So, by the way, I just woke up 30 minutes ago. So sorry if I'm a little all over the place. I actually kind of just forgot my second point. So I just kind of blew this call. So, thank you.
Listen, appreciate the call. It's all good. But to your point, those are two separate conversations. The recruiting part of the conversation and the relationship part of the conversation.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying I addressed it as such. The relationship part of the conversation, I take extreme offense to the narrative that, you know what I'm saying? Because everyone has seen Coach Mac go above and beyond to reestablish that connection.
Yes.
So put that to bed right now. You're actively avoiding being a part of this university if you feel like you can't get in contact with Coach Mac.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I do agree with that.
And as far as the recruiting part, you got to have relationships with people you trust, you're comfortable with, that takes a build up,
Yeah.
If it's about Wagner, you can understand, and like you say, if they've already Zoomed and, if you felt like it, know, the fit might be there, what are you looking for? Is this what you're looking for? I'm looking for guaranteed playing time.
Well, listen, recruits of that level, okay, you let them know you're interested and then you wait on a phone call. I mean, that's...
Yeah, you check on them.
Yeah. When you're talking about the 1-2 guys, it's okay. All right, we're interested. You call me.
Yeah, send us a list of your demands.
Yeah, Amani Bates. We'll take you. Okay, wait on that phone call from Amani Bates.
Or his people.
Yeah, his people, right? And you go on. So in the next hour, we can get back to this a little more too. There's a couple things I want to discuss. Two things in particular. One, a former Kentucky star, speaking of throwing people under the bus,
Oh, well, looky.
That's tossed his coach under the bus. We'll get to that. And a current coach at the University of Louisville has listened to our show, has taken a suggestion and applied it on the recruiting trail. And we'll talk about that part too.
I am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
This Friday's turning out.
Louisville's been great to us. I was born and raised here.
The community of Louisville is a very tight-knit group of individuals. They're really the heart and soul of Louisville.
Louisville's got a lot to offer, a lot of the big city feel, but it also has a small city vibe. It's just a great city, and it's been very supportive.
My favorite part is the people.
Satisfying what their needs is our top priority. Cox's and Evergreen are Louisville's neighborhood liquor store. Visit our website, coxeslouisville.com.
Want to know the secret to making sure everything at Kroger is fresh? Secret shoppers, spies we hire to expertly inspect our produce department in every store. Their mission is to ensure we have the freshest bananas, lettuce, and more. Now that the secret is out, you know what else is? Tomatoes that are fresher than fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
There's nothing like Northwest Red Cherries when you're craving a sweet snack. And now they're just $1.77 a pound with your car. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming, and whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Jeff Dunham, seriously.
Peanut, what? I have a surprise for you. Wait, let me guess. Instead of getting you your vaccine, your family has decided to have you put to sleep. That's not it. What is it then? We're doing a show. A live show in front of an audience? A big audience. Oh my gosh, where?
Wednesday, July 14th, 7 p.m., KFC Yum Center. Tickets on sale now at the KFC Yum Center box office and Ticketmaster.com. Wednesday, July 14th, 7 p.m., KFC Yum Center.
I hear you!
Jeff Dunham, seriously.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
I'm Ethan Moore. And I'm Taylor Lynch. Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest-running all-U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All the best local and national guests talking all things Louisville football, basketball, and recruiting.
Every Wednesday at 6, right here on 93.9 The Ville. And follow us on Twitter at Lville Sports, without an O live.
And check out the website, LouisvilleSportsLive.net. Go Cards.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show.
We are pleased to be joined by U of L Athletic Director Vince Tyree, who was on the line with us. What's the biggest misconception you hear from people about this and what it can lead to?
Well, I think people worry about the quote-unquote black market. I think people worried about that things are going to go awry with boosters or donors, trying to do crazy deals with student athletes. And I'm not saying that there won't be attempts at that, but I think it's going to be a little bit more of a controlled sense that it's on the up and up. And, the student athletes are involved. They're directing it in many cases where they have a choice, and there'll be many choices. I think that, it's not going to be quite what people think is the wild, wild west that I've heard about.
Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7. An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning. I'm Nick Valvano, the Sports Center update brought to you by UPSjobs.com. Starting pay is $14.50 an hour. Employees on select shifts will also receive an additional $425 weekly attendance bonus. Learn how you can graduate debt-free. UPSjobsky.com. NBA last night, the Suns, they fought off 41 points from Giannis to hold off Milwaukee. The call on KTR.
Cameron Payne with the rebound, and you can put this baby in the old deep freeze. 2 seconds, 1 second, Suns win. And the Suns have taken game 2 of the NBA Finals over the Milwaukee Bucks.
Suns, they best the Bucks 118-108. Devin Booker leads the Suns with 31. You heard ESPN Radio's call of that last night here on 93.9 The Ville. Game 3 will be on Sunday on all ESPN Louisville sticks, 680, 105.7, as well as 93.9 The Ville, beginning at 8 p.m. Recruiting former LSU tackle DeRay Rosenthal transfers to UK, and Hoops number 2 ranked recruit for 2023. Jalen Lewis signs with Overtime Elite League with a rumored 7-figure deal. He was fielding offers from UCLA, Kentucky, Michigan, and Duke. On the diamond, the Reds, they fell to the Brewers 5-3. They face Milwaukee in Game 2 of that series tonight, 7:40. Coverage will begin over on ESPN 680, 105.7. The Bats, their game with Memphis was postponed yesterday. They play a doubleheader. First pitch, 5:30 over at Louisville Slugger Field. And wrapping up on the pitch, Lou City, they'll face Tulsa tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. Coverage will begin on ESPN 680, 105.7. Jeff Greer and Casey Whitfield with the call on that one. And racing, they face the Orlando Pride on the road tonight, 7 p.m. More middays with Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage. Next, this is Sports Time.
You're listening to Louisville's hometown sports station, ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville. Covering your teams.
I give our guys credit for being able to withstand a heck of a push and heck of a run to make a few shots and get a few stops.
With the most local coverage.
But you know what? At the end of the day, you got to win games, and you got to be tough.
We are your hometown sports station, ESPN Louisville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
Here we go.
Welcome back. It's the Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station.
Charles is the kid that does the dab, Yeah, no, you ever saw
Lord.
that video?
I love that.
Lord.
Yeah.
If you don't know, that Marcus and I, we do that during, like, if something really good happens at a Louisville game, we're sitting there, we'll just go, Yeah, like, it's like
just an awkward dab, just as awkward of a dab as we can possibly do.
That's one of the finest online videos because there's like multiple jokes
right
to it. The chubby kid that almost takes everyone out. He dabs so hard. The one kid that is like 8 but is slick as hell. And then the piece de resistance, the awkward white karate kid at the end. Beautiful.
But he wanted to participate. So
and his face is what's funny. He's like,
it's so perfect.
He tries to like dab his face too. It's like, what?
And the little Lord at the end.
Lord.
Garnish.
Oh Lord.
So because we are getting warmed up in the booth today, it is important to remind you that temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree, the DFH company is definitely the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Inquire about the Mitsubishi Mini Split for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Also this weekend, if you want to be nice and cool or warm in your DFH Mitsubishi Mini Split
right.
in your home, you can watch McGregor versus Poirier 3. Is all set up for UFC 264. I saw like McGregor said if he wins, he already wants a title fight in Allegiant Stadium. Look, he was taking him lightly last time. I'm like, dang, man. The official DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC, has a knockout offer for this weekend's fight. DraftKings is offering 264-1 odds on a knockout in the first round during Saturday's main event. If the rubber match ends in a first round knockout, you walk away with cash. Just pick the main event fighter you think will win by first round knockout, and DraftKings Sportsbook will give you 264-1 odds on that fighter. That's right, $1 on McGregor or Poirier to win in first round knockout, and you win $264. There's no better way to put your MMA knowledge to the test than put your money where your mouth is with DraftKings Sportsbook. And don't worry, if MMA isn't for you, DraftKings Sportsbook offers great odds and promotions on basketball. I guess hockey's over now. I did see Tampa, which I said
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I guess I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan. I kind of liked that when I was there, man. I was like, this is pretty awesome. And so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. So download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WLCO when you sign up to turn $1 into $264 when you bet on a main event fighter to win by first round knockout. Place your bets and watch the fist fly this weekend. That's code WLCL to turn $1 into $264 only at DraftKings Sportsbook. You must be 21 or older. Indiana only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Also, one more cap, one more bow on the end of the week. We love this moment to announce thanks to George and the Bear Nose team for dropping off lunch to ESPN Louisville Studios. Thinking lunch or dinner, Bear Nose has you covered tonight and this weekend. All Bear Nose now delivering alcohol, carry out, and delivery to your home. Support local. Yeah, it's that good. Bear Nose Pizza.
Pizza Day!
Yes! That's what I love.
If that hadn't caught me so off guard, it would have startled me.
That scared me to death, actually.
Right. Okay.
Actually terrified me.
So Steve.
So which one do you want to go with? Coach is taking suggestions on the recruiting trail, or
Coach is taking suggestions on the recruiting trail.
Okay.
Can I shoehorn something in here?
Indeed.
Just because I promised this. It's my last day here. I need to make my presence felt.
Yeah. Well done.
Wayne, our friend Wayne, called yesterday, and I promised him I would work this into the conversation, but I didn't. So he asked politely again today if I would ask you guys what you're hearing about Sidney Curry. And just I know you're kind of like going into like a recruiting thing, but maybe this is like a little appetizer. You guys can split, like a little thing of calamari, and then get your salads and entrees.
I think Steve Rummage summed it up best when he said, "Listen, when you're coming down to making choices between Kansas and Louisville, or the level of program, you've already given him your recruiting cell. You had him on campus. You gave him your 100% delivery speech. You gave him the warrior speech, the Maximus. You've given him everything you have. All you can do is check on him, ask about his mom, and ask about his little cousin, and how's that jump shot looking. That's it. And wait.
Yeah. Just kind of a waiting game on that. Yeah.
I mean,
like, it's one of those things where the longer it goes, I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be totally blown away if like it was just like, oh, yeah, he decided to go ahead and do Louisville. You know, like it's like, yeah, it's kind of like, but I know that's a sucky answer.
And again, when you're transferring, you can't get it wrong. When you decommit, reopen recruitment, you can't get it wrong this time. You know, maybe your first commitment might be haste. Oh man,
yeah,
when you transfer or you're, grad transfer, you cannot get that decision wrong. So you would understand if he says, I want to hear, I'm going to look at every single player in their roster and their stats. I'm going to talk to, how much playing time am I going to get? Can I beat this dude? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think I can beat this dude? He's got to take your time with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in the holding pattern.
So yesterday, and I'll parlay this conversation into what we're going to talk about. Yesterday, coaches got out on the road recruiting. Okay.
Shoehorn. YouTube channel. What is that guy in the blue shirt doing? Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. What's his Twitter again?
C Monty 2000, I think.
Yes. C Monty 2000. Ask him on Twitter.
Is his last name Charles Montgomery?
I think so.
This elitist.
Did you like with a yacht? Like, I feel like, there's a head and, oh, look at that. A nice 15-footer. Look at that.
Boats and never mind.
Gardening devices.
Go ahead. Okay, Steve.
Okay. So yesterday, coaches were able to get out on the recruiting trail. I did like Coach Mack got around. He went and watched Reed Shepherd yesterday. It was courtside for him. I went and watched, I think, 10 to 12 guys. Mm-hmm. You have to go to the Cardinal authorities and the Rivals guys and check out a lot of that.
Check the whereabouts on everybody.
Yeah. But I mean, I know he was in Birmingham yesterday for an Adidas event. Was checking things out there, so that was awesome. Kind of getting the vibe there. He was out recruiting. Coach Pegues was at another event somewhere. I think Coach Fennell, Ross McMains was, I believe, with Coach Mack.
He is.
I could be.
He's right beside him.
Okay, yeah, was with Coach Mack. And then we got a little bit of a revelation. Something we already know from previous conversations off, that Ross McMains, Nick, you would like to know, is enjoys some middays with Marcus Maven.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, he enjoys flipping it on. I guess it just works out, and sometimes the way their schedules worked out and his drive in, that he likes to listen to the show. Okay, so it was a few weeks ago. And you interject anytime you want. A few weeks ago, Marcus had an issue with how our coaches recruit, our basketball coaches. This issue was sparked from Coach Mack and Coach Fennell. They were at an event, I believe up in Indianapolis. They were at an event and were donning extremely nice black U of L polos. Look good. Look sharp too, sitting there. I liked it. Somebody in this studio did not. Somebody in this studio said, I believe Louisville coaches should be decked out in all red, the red polo, looking sharp. That's what he said. The red polo, looking sharp in there, like
bigger birds on their clothes.
Huge birds on the shirt. That's how they should be. Brings us to yesterday. There's a picture the first surfacing picture of Ross McMains out on the recruiting trail. Marcus, one Ross McMains,
I want him,
has a bright red Louisville shirt with the Cardinals. Ross McMains has bright red Louisville basketball shorts.
Jeez.
With a massive cardinal bird.
Somebody, please. I don't know the rules on this one. Please, just gift wrapped some shorts like these for me and send them to the studio.
Coach McMains,
I need these shorts.
Gave Marcus a massive tip of the cap yesterday. He dunk shotted that thing,
Nikki,
perfectly.
This cardinal face on Ross McMain's shorts. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Have you saw?
It's bigger than my head because I'm a C-section.
Listen,
so if you're topping an Italian C-section,
don't even listen. Not even in the same.
Nick, have you saw the picture of Coach McMains?
No.
This was Coach McMains out recruiting yesterday.
Oh wow, yeah, that is a full thigh.
Red shirt.
Oh, I want those shorts.
Red jacket, black and red shoes,
book bag, black and red
book bag, red shorts with the massive bird.
with the red red and black Donovan Mitchell's on.
I like that.
I think they're Ultra Boost.
Okay, fair enough.
They can
see it.
Okay.
They can get the general point.
Yeah, that was Ross McMains. So Ross McMains, Coach McMains went out there yesterday and was like, Marcus, he was listening and said, Marcus, you right.
Because he knew I was right. He knew I was right. And Coach Mac, like, his clothes fit him well too.
Oh yeah,
his clothes really do fit him well.
Well, he's a baggy shorts guy. Watching his workouts.
Oh, you're talking about Ross. I was talking about Coach Max.
Oh yeah.
His tailorship is.
I think he goes to see Kenny G.
I know.
I could be wrong.
Well, you ripped it at first.
He needs to taper the bottoms a little bit,
and was confronted by Kenny G. It was like,
okay,
I tailored his suits.
Listen, a little too much space at the bottom. I get your comfort conversation, but if you're gonna go soccer, Italian, sleek, slim fit, you can't bell bottom it at the bottom. Like, yeah.
As someone who hasn't been able to wear that style in a very long time, I need to get back on with my friends of Vitality.
If you could, you would snug it up.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So like, he's 6'2", 6'3", slim. It has to taper at the bottom. Coach, it needs to taper.
Yeah, maybe he was sacrificing a little bit of
obviously
sleep for comfort.
Obviously,
you can't take away comfort though.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I got it. As a chubby sweaty
guy,
I love my.
It'll grow on
comfort,
Coach. Taper your butt.
But Ross McMains, what I love about it,
back to the point,
is Ross McMain's a baggy short guy. He is now. I
want those shorts.
Those are nice. I like the shorts.
Yeah,
I have.
I like him being in the gym with those shorts on. As a recruiter,
it's a nice aesthetic. It's a whole package.
Listen, I have found myself slowly moving into the world of I can't go above the knee, but I've moved into the world of like right at the top of the knee. So I'm appreciative of Coach McMains and the baggy short.
Yeah,
though.
I'm still a hooper.
Yeah, like he is. Yeah. And when you watch his workouts, and then when I see these are long shorts. These aren't. Like, oh my god, I almost got us kicked off the air.
The picture
huggers.
No, the huggers is the young punk thing.
Yeah, I was like, it's just off the tip of my tongue. I was like, huggers. Like it was he looks good out there recruiting, man. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And you got, and look, and here's the thing. He is the look of a guy. He has the look of a guy that is out. And now understand what I'm saying. I see that the way he's standing there just watching, that man right there doesn't give a crap what anybody on that floor is ranked. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Like,
he's
I'm
looking
not here for
talent.
show. Look, I'm standing behind the seats, watching the game, going, they got that guy as a 4-star. That guy sucks. I like that kid. That kid's worthy of a 4-star. That kid's worthy of a 5-star. That 5-star is going to be a bust. Like, you can see he is a nerd.
The judgmental smugness of the way he's standing there.
Yeah.
He's okay. Some coaches are there to make their presence known. He's evaluating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the way he's laughing with Coach Mack, he's literally saying, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
just the way he said, man, he got 10 coaches over there trying to go after that kid. God, they're going to be so disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like belly rubbing laugh.
I know.
On that one.
I know. And it's like,
We call those chortles.
Yes. But I love that picture. And it's funny. You can see that and kind of like, I like that we have, like, when I saw that, I was like, I was glad to see, okay, that's what's on my sideline. You know what I mean? Like this, I like that style of recruiting too. Now, I want my Coach Mack. I want my Coach Mack sitting there, legs crossed, watching the big guy, watching my recruit,
Yeah. Let them know I'm here imposing.
I like that Coach Mack plopped his rear end down, not very far from John Calipari, to watch Reed Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Was like, hey, no, look, you're going to have to fight me for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, he may be a done deal to Kentucky, but you're going to fight me for him. Like, I love that he does that power move type coaching recruiting too. But I like that Ross McMains is snooping around these. Go to court 3. What's that kid, right? Oh, yeah, he's not. Thank you.
Right.
What was his name again?
Yeah, Coach. You can
Jamal Chandler. Cool.
I'm gonna write him down.
Yeah. And people go, who the hell was that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he's from Louisville. Like,
obviously.
Louisville. He must be a GA or something. Oh, all right, whatever. And you move on. But I'm like, I love having that kind of guy.
No, that's the workout dude that they were talking about.
Right. That's the guy. That's the workout guy. Yeah. So right. I love it though, man. So that was really cool. But that 100%, man, came from your rant. So look, you win. Are you happy? You won.
We're gonna
said I didn't mind the black, but you won.
We're gonna keep our eyes on that one. And speaking of eyes on things, the whole world's eyes are on the NBA Finals right now, right? And
yeah.
And
tell them when it's on. Tell them when it's on.
Oh, yeah. Good call, Nick.
The NBA Finals on ESPN Louisville. ESPN Louisville is your home for the NBA Finals. Sunday, Game 3, Suns at Bucks now. Playoffs doesn't start until the road team wins. 8 p.m. on all stations. Live play-by-play of the NBA Finals on ESPN Louisville is presented by Berno's Pizza, UPS Jobs, and U of L Health. So speaking of the NBA Finals.
Are you happy, Nick?
I am. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Speaking of the NBA Finals.
Okay.
And the world's eyeballs being on the NBA Finals.
Okay.
Who during this season and during this finals seemed to be an absolute first-tier superstar? Who has become a first-tier, just absolute superstar that we didn't know was that good before?
You got a guess?
Chris Middleton?
Jesus.
That's a good answer, Steve.
That was a good answer.
That was a good anscer.
That was a good answer.
I mean, you blew it, but that was a good answer.
He blew it. He blew it. And I think it was more I was hurt for him. That actually is a great answer.
You're right.
Chris Middleton.
I mean, it was a good alley-oop, Steve, but
Anybody else?
I'm scared right now. I don't.
No, you have to guess now.
I don't overthink it.
But are we talking about who's playing in the finals right now?
Yes. We didn't know was really a legit superstar.
I mean, I know he's from the school up the road, but Devin Booker has been pretty sexy.
Thank you.
Steve asked you not to overthink it.
I asked you not to overthink it.
Listen,
we love Devin.
Yeah, we vouch for Devin.
Yeah, we love Devin.
There's no Devin.
Yeah.
There's no Devin.
DB. D-Book. We love it.
There is no Devin Book slander going on here.
No, I really do like Devin. He's a good player.
I liked him. I was with Locke when I said that, and it was because I know they always get flack for it, UK fans, that he came off the bench and whatnot. But I was like, hey, I want to see him one more year at UK. I was wrong. I mean, and then once he started dating Kendall Jenner, which is like on my Jenner Kardashian tier, like
right,
top elite level,
top
I was
okay.
like tip of the cap. So
sometimes. I'm sure you've been in this moment in your life. I'm sure you've been Steve in that football picture, right? We're going to snapshot the mindset of Steve in that football picture. And Nikki, I want you to take the snapshot when you were the healthiest, when you just had your swag on a million, just snapshot that moment where you would say anything.
Do I get a quick shoehorn?
Yes.
You guys both got a shoehorn. Can I have a shoehorn?
Indeed.
I usually don't give this, but we have received the worst trash talk from a Kentucky fan of all time.
I'm listening.
And I feel like I need to read it.
I'm listening.
And then I'm going to block it. You guys are special talking about how grown men's clothes fit them and what they wear.
You better not block them.
Like,
you better not block them. Feel free to text anytime.
Listen, seriously, that dumbass. Like, I mean, that's
no, I need that energy.
Guy, listen,
I need that.
Okay, fair enough. But that guy, think about this. That guy tweeted that and was like, I got him. Like, you could just see him. Like, he literally, look, he spit a big old thing at tobacco and was like, watch this text. You guys are special. Talking about how grown men look in their clothes. Jackass. Woo!
Does he know Rick Pitino was the coach here? Like, yes.
Was that? I want to put the Bet Rivers Twitter poll up. Was that sent from a flip phone? Like,
baby, come in here. I got him on this talkie radio thing.
Don't even waste your time.
Oh, that was good. That's good.
Don't you dare waste your time on the Twitter polls for something like that.
That was a good listen. And then the next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and do it since we're having fun. I'm gonna get them again. Mac isn't the slightest threat to Cal. You sound like a Trump supporter, which I am. That's what the guy said. Which I am. Gosh dang it! And that's what we sound like. That's exactly what we sound like.
Yeah, you give.
I said, "Go Cats!"
You give him complete freedom of speech,
baby. Go Cats! Say it. I said, say it. Thank you.
Bring me beer.
Yeah. Now it's 11:31. I get beer.
Well, hell, honey, it's
drinking.
11:30 somewhere.
Yeah, Hellfire. 11:30. Give me a beer and go ahead and make me a bologna sandwich with some cheese. We're gonna have a good time tonight. All right. She's the best sister I ever had.
Okay, so this is what we do.
Yeah.
So this is what we do. Snapshot yourself when swag's on a million.
Okay.
What age were you? Do you think? Just quick one. Just a
20,
quick moment. Swag on a million.
I was probably about 24. I was right out of college.
24, right out of college. The world is your oyster. You just let the world know.
Ooh. No, I'm just listening.
Yeah, you just let the world put the world on notice. Nikki's coming. You know what I'm saying? Steve, you just put the world on notice.
Mine's now.
Oh, well, okay. Well, now
I'm living that life now.
Swag is on a million. If somebody asks a question, you give them an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if I told you there's a kid, a former Kentucky basketball player, who just put the world on notice that I'm here and I've been coming and I told y'all I was on my way. And somebody tries to bring up, well, I mean, you're awesome now. And just where did all this come from? I mean, you never scored more than 20 points in high school or in college. And what if that kid whose swag is on a million, the first thing that popped in his head is, yeah, that Calipari guy.
Listen.
And wait for the awkward laugh. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. I'm just kidding. And then went on to proceed to say, oh, no, there was some sacrifice. And, there's a lot of good players and platoon system's pretty tough. And then he goes on to say, well, actually, I know y'all see me dominating in this pick and roll, and I'm paraphrasing, but this is the quote. I think I only ran like 4 pick and rolls my entire time in Kentucky.
Awkward.
And then
4 pick and rolls?
And like literally the best pick and roll player or one of the top 3 pick and roll players in the NBA now at the 2-guard spot.
Now, remember, this is coming off an NBA execs saying, yeah, they kind of run an archaic offense there at Kentucky, so the guys don't really come out
better.
Ready. Yeah.
Okay. Sneak that one in there in this press conference. And then says, man, I remember vividly, quote, I remember vividly Karl Anthony Towns. He never was allowed out of the paint. He was never allowed out of his paint. Man, I remember in practice, he shot a 3-pointer. And Cal went crazy. Well, in the league, he's a 40% 3-point shooter in Karl Anthony Towns. So, I don't know. Go figure it out.
Yeah. Which he put out there, too. He put out there like, yeah.
No, he said, well, he's actually now in the league and he's a 40% 3-point shooter. Just throw that out there.
You think Devin Booker? Now, I don't listen. I don't think that he necessarily
didn't mean
would
shade.
come after, but you don't think.
But when your swag is on a million, that's why I prefaced it with, once your swag is on a million, you tell a joke to your dad that you wouldn't have said before.
Well, many a truth's been said in jest.
Right. In jest, but
it's almost like it's almost like drunk courage, but you're thinking more clear. So it's like more polished drunk courage.
Yes.
It's like refined energy.
Yes. You just dominated game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Held off 41 from Giannis.
You're right. And you have the ability to do this. You've been knowing this. And this reporter he tells you you've never scored 20 more than 20 points at Kentucky.
Yeah.
And the first thing that pops into your head is that Calipari guy.
Well, it's what it tells you is if you got Devin Booker alone and say, man, how'd y'all lose in 2015? Calipari.
Oh, add in when he says, oh, I forgot this part. Well, with the platoon thing, but there was probably 2 or 3 times that I was like, oh my God, he's gonna say it. he's gonna say about 2 or 3 times where he should have kicked rocks with that platoon system and left me in the game. Yeah, we know, Devin.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Every Kentucky fan knows. I'm glad you didn't say it.
Right.
Because everybody knows what you were thinking.
Oh, yeah.
And for you to say, like, the number of pick and rolls you ran your entire time.
I know. Oh, yeah, you knew a number. I ran 4 pick and rolls the whole time. That means you got in the NBA and people were like, y'all didn't do pick. Dude, man, no. I know how to run a pick and roll code. We did it 4 times in college.
This Devin Booker kid has some skill set that we didn't know about.
Listen, Devin, I already like Devin. Now Devin went up in my book. No pun intended. Moving right on up. I might have to get my son a Valley jersey. The Valley.
Last commercial break, middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
McGregor versus Poirier 3 is all set for UFC 264. And DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, has a knockout offer for this weekend's fight. DraftKings is offering 264-1 odds on a knockout in the first round during Saturday's main event. If the rubber match ends in a first-round knockout, you walk away with cash. That's right, bet $1 on McGregor or Poirier to win by first-round knockout, you win $264. There's no better way to put your MMA knowledge to the test than to put your money where your mouth is with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WLCL when you sign up to turn $1 into $264. That's code WLCL, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Indiana only, new customers only, restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Hey Cards fans, Zach here with Great Flood Brewing Company. We are so excited to have reopened bar seating at both locations. Stop by and enjoy a Great Flood brewed beer at our Highlands tap room or sit down at our reconfigured bar in Middletown for a burger, pizza, cocktail, or beer. We're thankful to have weathered the past year with you all. We love cheering on the Cards with you and are incredibly appreciative of your continued business. Go Cards.
We are in the thick of summer, and with the hottest days of the year ahead, you are about to find out how strong your cooling system is. And if you find out that it's not ready for the long summer ahead, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18 months special financing. It's hard to stop a Trane, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates,
CarMax
details,
is hiring
and
experienced auto technicians for many of its 200-plus stores nationwide. Join CarMax to grow your technical expertise and work with state-of-the-art tools and technology. Apply today at CarMaxAutoTech.com. That's CarMaxAutoTech.com.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
Nicely worked to the top of the area. Brian Ownby with a chance to pick out a goal, and he scores!
Hey, it's Jeff Greer. Lou City is back in action tomorrow as the boys in purple hit the road once again to take on FC Tulsa. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 7:45 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast at 8 p.m. It's all right here on ESPN 680, 105.7, 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
I think most Louisville fans have expected more, and I don't think Chris Mack is okay with how last year went.
Not at all.
To the point that, again, fired 2 guys. He's never made staff changes before.
That's right.
He's never made staff changes before, and even said, look, one of the things we have to have is better staff camaraderie, better staff uniformity. He said those words with us when he was on with Luke and I. So I don't think Chris Mack thinks last year was okay either.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Hi, I'm Steve Mercer. Join me on 93.9 The Ville or the ESPN Louisville app every Saturday morning from 8 to 9 a.m. to discuss outdoor living and gardening. Each week, we will be discussing how to create your outdoor living space and discuss all things involving gardening. Check out our website, www.prestongreenhouse.com, for more information.
Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line, 3831-939. We are Louisville's hometown sports station, ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville. with the most play-by-play of the biggest events, including the NCAA tournament and Final Four.
Wire-to-wire winner for the Baylor Bears.
The College Football National Championship.
The Crimson Tide will not be denied.
The NFL and Super Bowl 54.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are Super Bowl 55 champions.
All right, coming back. This is royalty free too.
The NBA Finals.
The Lakers conquer the...
Coming back. Royalty free too, so no mutes.
Los Angeles Dodgers have won the World Series.
And the Kentucky Derby.
And they're into the stretch.
Featuring exclusive coverage of the Triple Crown. Big game, big race, one place. ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Baby, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station.
I like this.
Right.
I like this.
It's a shame Nikki just got to the final, the Friday, his last day.
The very last song. You finally pulled something that was halfway decent.
And I know you're unfamiliar.
Song,
listen,
that one random
when you
rave.
Listen, when you hit the right song with me, you roll it. Don't.
That was a good. Well, let me give a little shout out here. Our guys over at T-Shirt Hooligans was chatting with him. I think they might come on next week or so, and got a announcement. Some things they're doing. They're the ones that put on the DeAndre Davis shirt, the Dre Day shirts that you can get by going to their website. Tonight at 6, they're going to be dropping a new shirt, a new player-centric shirt. I think that the fans are really going to like these player-centric shirts. Like, I think they're going to have a good sell with these. So they passed along that tonight at 6.
Be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout on Instagram, on different stuff. Be on the players' Instagram. And then next week, might have a announcement with them on the show. So
started to turn me on when I was a kid about Louisville basketball. Was never nervous. Purvis.
Sounds like he hates the guy.
Dr. Duncan, stop. I better stop because there's a lot of guys in this room. Out.
Well, that was a tweet from one Nick Campbell. Thanks for shooting that to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like he's a
okay. So I'm a little hot over here.
Well, excuse me.
Not literally, but yeah, I was talking to Nikki. Do we need to put a bow tie on any Purvis Ellison conversation?
Not really. I mean, there's not much conversation to be had, man. I mean, like there's not much conversation to really be.
Does it sound like turmoil?
No, it'll be gone today. I mean, seriously, right? I mean, it'll make it through the cycle. I mean, I'm sure, it'll be talked about for the rest of the day, maybe some on the air, some, later. And this will be a wrap. We'll never probably talk about this article again.
You said it, man. You said it just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, because I do think that's stuff probably like that.
The best point out of today made by you was this is just what the doctor ordered, and probably the best moment of clarity that came from me is kind of two things. The fact that there is no schism anymore.
Yeah, that's a good word.
There's not one between
it's a heck of a word.
Rick Pitino guys and Coach Crum guys anymore.
Yeah.
Any faction is a disgruntled minority faction who personally has a conflict of interest.
You wouldn't commit to that guy? Coach Mack did go. Listen,
got a bigger bird on.
Now this picture you can see. This is Michael McCammon. This is 27 minutes ago.
A prominent bird on his shirt.
Michael McCammon from 247. He did. Mac has. It's gray, but it is the large cardinal bird.
The huge. I want you to be able to hear and just see. I need a swag bag.
Hey Nick, listen. I didn't realize, but there is a lot of people pissed off about this. When we close out, can we close out with Lover Boy? Everybody's working for the weekend.
I knew they were. Oh yeah. Say that.
Brian usually comes back with that. It's kind of Brian's thing.
All right. We'll close out with a little Lover Boy.
Like I saw one. Yeah, I saw one, and I was like, somebody just. And then it was like 7, and it was like, okay, all right, we got to give people what they want here. Yeah, like people were just like, Nick sucks. I hope Nick never comes back. Nick, no, I'm just kidding.
We weren't supposed to read that.
I know. Yeah, Nick ruined my Friday. That one is real.
Positive. No, Mom's listening, so that's nice. You gained a listener.
Yay! No, they weren't saying all that. I'm kidding. But no,
it was actually way meaner than that.
and
now that no Mom's listening, it was.
And Charles gained followers, so that was a successful. Our business partners gained. Beer Nose Pizza gained business today. Yeah. During the week,
I truthfully am going to miss Nick. Like, I really like this. Isn't because Mom's listening all the way.
No.
But no, I really
don't make this awkward, Steve.
I know.
I'll always be right up the hall.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Don't make jokes, Nick, right now.
Nick is.
He's an expert.
We just appreciate you.
He's an expert.
You're an expert at this job. We got you number 1 in the power rankings.
Ha! Suck it, everyone.
I know.
Else.
We do, and it's
I
like,
want to celebrate too hard. I'll accidentally
so this
fire
is not personal to anybody else. Nobody should be above getting ranked. And Nikki is the best producer in the building.
He's good, man. He's good, and it's just things fire quickly. It's like, so yeah, man.
Nobody should take it personally.
We appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a good week with you, man. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, glad
you got a good one in B-Rye, but I'd like to think we love I'm the drunken master. I'm so bad I make it work. That's what I'm saying. You just kind of flow with it.
You never got a chance to address it. You never got a chance to address Jared West in the alley-oop situation either.
Oh, good call. Presley Meyer actually shot that to me from State of Louisville. Look, tell them guys they're gonna have to go in here and chat too sometimes. All right, guys. Sorry, guys. The State of Louisville. All right,
Hands
guys.
off.
Yeah, I'm saying that. So hope they're okay with that being claimed.
They have no idea.
Like a piece of meat.
hey,
all right, guys.
Fresh fish.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Bear Nose is coming, and the fight for the pepperoni slices.
Oh,
nimble up. I mean, all the pie they bring is great, especially with that meat lovers. But the pepperoni, that's the one
Jack's
we're talking
there.
about.
He's back there.
Well, he's about to.
He's waiting.
He's not on the board.
Phil won't get through that conference door. So if you need to sprint back,
I was gonna say, you think I won't post this Hebrew ass up? Like, come on now.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm starting to get, and I told you, I'm starting to get where I like these question and answers on Instagram better than press conferences, because I think you get truer answers. And one of the things that was sent was who catches the best alley-oop out of JJ, Jalen, or Mike James,
Mike
right?
James, yep.
That was sent to Jared West. The first line of it, I knew was going to make your head explode, because Jared West's response, the second line was PC. He says, but they all three got bounced.
Right.
Okay. The first line, it did bother me. The first line said, JJ Trainer. Great. Right?
Right. Yay.
Comma, because he's the only one that's finished it with the dunk so far. That did hurt. I was like, oh no.
You mean all this time